Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. I'm really excited to come on today and share with you a word that's come to mind this morning. The word is resilience, and so what I want to do is I want to share with you some insights, reflections, and experiences around the word resilience. Some people call it grit, some people call it bouncing back. I think you get the idea. So, my question to you is, have you had a setback in your career or your personal life? Have you been laid off? Have you been terminated? Has your role been eliminated? Have you been overlooked for a promotion? Did someone else get some project that you wanted to get? And so all of these are things that could set you back. They could cause you to derail. They could cause you to burn out. They could cause you to become depressed, frustrated, go into a grieving process. These are all things that people consider holding us back from the trajectory of our careers and our lives. Because clearly what we want to do is continue to be moving forward, and when we have these things that cause us to interrupt that flow or that projection or that trajectory, there's usually an opportunity to bounce back from them. There's usually an opportunity to experience resilience. One of the things I know about resilience is that the more opportunities that you have to experience it, the better you get at it. And so I think all of us, depending on where we are in our career, have experienced one form or another of something that set us back and invited us to go into resilience. So for me, there's three things that are really powerful about resilience, because I always look at both sides of the coin when it comes to any word. So the first is, let me just frame it up this way. There's three L's related to resilience for me. So those of you who know me know that I do like alliteration and I do like working with threes. So in this case, it's leverage, learn, and lead. These are three words that I associate with resilience. So the leveraging is about using the experience. The experience is void without your response to it. The experience that occurs is nothing without how you process it and what you do with it. And it's yours and yours alone to decide what you're going to do with it. So I think leveraging an opportunity to exercise resilience is outstanding. The second is to learn. So when you reflect on these experiences that cause you to want to become resilient and bounce back, it's very important to learn as many lessons as you can through it. And then leading. We set the model as leaders for others when it comes to their life experiences. So they look to us to understand better how to process through things. And what better thing to model for others, especially in this day and age, than resilience. So I had an opportunity to work for an organization that was present in about 50 or 60 countries, had probably about 200,000 people, and it was the job of my dreams. I was very, very excited about it. It was a global role that I had responsibilities for 2 continents in terms of leadership development, and I was very, very excited about it. And I took advantage of every opportunity within that organization, and a year and a half into it, there was a global reorganization, and the position that I was in and my colleagues around the world, it was eliminated. So that gave me an opportunity to look for another job. While I had another job with that organization, I ended up taking a job in the manufacturing industry, which was completely new for me. I'd never done it before. It introduced me to supply chain. It introduced me to import-export. It introduced me to walking in a warehouse and making sure that I was out of the way of the forklifts. It also gave me the opportunity to learn how to do business globally. I think by one count, I'd worked in about 15 countries as a result of that role that I had, first as the vice president and then ultimately as the president for a number of years. So the global experience that I got there was really, really broad, and it was very, very deep to be able to sit in these meetings with these leaders from around the world and do business with them. And the skills that I developed in this role were nothing short of phenomenal, because I was doing things that, quite frankly, I never imagined I would ever be doing, like conducting business meetings in China, holding distributor meetings in Spain, attending worldwide conferences in Germany. These were all things that gave me an opportunity to build stronger skills and additional competencies that wouldn't have been otherwise afforded to me. So the reason I share that with you is because the layoff, the reduction in force, the elimination of my role, however you want to call it, gave me the opportunity to bounce back in a way that I hadn't even imagined. So the resilience that came out of that was nothing short of, yeah, I mean, it was me, so I can say this. It was nothing short of amazing to see me go through that process and bounce back like that. So for me, I coined this phrase this morning as I was thinking about this, laid off to lift off. So I think there's actually an article going to be written around that, so I'll let you know when I post it. So really, being laid off is an opportunity for you to be lifted off, and especially as we're getting ready to celebrate the 50th anniversary of landing on the moon, what better thing to do than to bounce back in such a great way is that you land in places that you never would have thought. So if anything in this video resonates for you, if anything in this video about resilience or how to leverage, learn, and lead through resilience is intriguing to you, I invite you to send me an email at phil@seedandlead.com. My company name is Seed and Lead, and my specialty, my expertise, my passion is to work with others in developing their unique leadership style, as well as transforming businesses and organizations. So with that in mind, with much gratitude, I look forward to the next time I get to see you. Thank you.